So the summary of this Democratic debate in New Hampshire, first of all, you have to do a contrast between this debate and the last Republican debate. The Democrats were enormously specific throughout. So when they asked Bernie Sanders, hey, how would you raise the income of the middle class? That's almost a gotcha question in other contexts because the media probably snickers and goes, nobody's going to have specifics. If you ask the Republicans, they go, well, I'm going to be fantastic. I'm going to be so good. It's going to make the middle class head spin. And the others are a mess, right? Kind of Rodney Dangerfield combined with Donald Trump. Whereas Bernie Sanders said, oh, here, I'm glad you asked. I have a 5-part plan. So number one, we're going to raise taxes on the rich, and we're not going to apologize for it because we need to help the middle class in this country. Number two, we're going to do a $15 minimum wage. Number three, we're going to do infrastructure spending, highways, bridges, et cetera. You know what that does? That creates jobs. That pours more money into the economy, which circulates around. Number four, we're going to get towards better pay parity for women in this country. So that, in our opinion, panders a little bit because the stat that he threw out there is a little misleading. Yes, women do get paid less than men on average, but that's partly because they have different jobs. So that's a little bit more complicated. But hey, that is a progressive position, and he's not saying he's going to make it equal, but he's going to push for parity for women. And then finally, he said he's going to tax speculation on Wall Street. And there's a very specific tax that he's proposing on that so that you can have tuition-free education. So a specific tax which leads to opportunity for your kids. How specific is that compared to the Republican debates where they say literally, they're the bad guys, we're the good guys. I'm gonna carpet bomb. I'm gonna utterly destroy them.
I'm gonna kill his family.
I mean, I guess that's a policy position. Maybe that's why they hide their policy positions.
Yeah, I think of all the Democratic debates, and there have been 3 so far, this was probably the strongest one in terms of everyone's delivery, everyone's ability to be specific about their policy ideas, and also political maneuvering. So it was a strong debate. I feel like there was a more of an emphasis on unity compared to the Republican Party. The Republican Party is all about tearing one another down. In this debate, I feel like the Democrats focused more on working together, focused more on their similarities, and then respectfully differed on some policy ideas. So this was probably my favorite Democratic debate. I just wish that it wasn't on a Saturday so the American people would actually watch it.
And that's a great point. I mean, here we have an enormously substantive debate. They have real differences, whether it's on attacking ISIS first or Assad first in foreign policy, whether it's a good idea to do regime change or not to do regime change, real differences between Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. And then when you go to the economy, again, not only the things that I mentioned, when you go to domestic policy on Black Lives Matter, once again, very specific from Bernie Sanders. We need to improve the police training. We need to take marijuana off the Schedule I drugs. We need to do community policing. We need to end minimum sentencing. Wonderfully specific. But did anybody see it? DNC is run by Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who is a former campaign co-chair of Hillary Clinton. She puts debates on Saturday nights. That's 2 debates in a row on Saturday night. The debate ended around 11 o'clock at night. So on a Saturday, that's not an accident. Everybody in politics knows you bury things on Saturday night. So they took a wonderful debate, which, by the way, could have helped Americans get a better sense of what Democrats are overall. So the Republicans have had so many more debates. They've been in better time slots. They've gotten to frame the issues to their advantage, and the Democratic debates are buried, whether you agree with Sanders or Clinton. So overall, for the DNC, that's a horribly myopic and counterproductive strategy.